and welcome to Unaka. We're here, home of the Unaka Rangers, and I don't even have to say anything today, but we got a great Carter County rival matchup. This is one of the biggest of the year. We've got the Unaka Rangers, the Unaka Lady Rangers taking on the Hampton Lady Bulldogs. That's going to be coming up here in about 10 minutes. Hey, I'm Chris Reddick, and like I said, the atmosphere is fantastic here in the gymnasium, and a lot of excitement has been going on all day, and people just couldn't wait to get inside to get to this game. So it's just incredible what you're about to see. So what we're going to do, we're going to break some things down. We're going to talk about some of the standout players on each team. So stay tuned for more of the VP Playback Carter County Games of the Week presented by Venture Productions TV. We'll be right back.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years, so call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
The Player of the Week Awards are brought to you by the Trophy Shop of Johnson City. This production is powered by The Network King Travel. Visit thenetworkkingtravel.com. Hindsight Imaging. We don't just take pictures, we create memories. Pizza Inn in Elizabethton for dine-in, carry-out, and catering. The King Network. And Venture Productions TV for weddings, videography, advertising, DJ, MC, TV hosting, and more. Go to ventureproductions.tv. Every Thursday night at 8 p.m. for an inside look at Happy Valley basketball. Head girls coach Rick Anderson and head boys coach Shane Williams break down last week's action, preview upcoming matchups, and share their highlights with host Chris Reddick. Catch all the excitement live from Blue Moose Burgers and Wings in Johnson City, Thursday at 8 p.m. Streaming on Facebook at Venture Productions Media Services.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Unaka here in Elizabeth. Get ready to play a great game tonight between the Unaka Lady Rangers and the Hampton Lady Bulldogs. Big time rival game. I'll tell you what, this is the first matchup of the year right now. The Unaka Rangers coming to the conference 1-0, and of course you understand that Hampton Bulldogs, they've dropped down from 2A to 1A, so now they're part of the conference along with another Carter County rival, Cloudland. Right now, Unaka and Cloudland each have one win, and the Hampton Bulldogs, well, this is going to be their first attempt at a conference chance at a win tonight. So let's break things down to see where we are. Let's start off with the Hampton Bulldogs, the visiting team. The Hampton Bulldogs coming in at 7-7, of course, under the coach leadership of Dwayne Humphrey. And this is a team that just has come off a loss against King City, but they're ready for the challenge tonight. Of course, they're led by Hannah Smith. Hannah averaging about 16 points to lead the Bulldogs. And of course, she gets help from some standout players. Of course, you got to watch the dangerous three-point shots from Miss Daisy Parks there from the Bulldogs. So they're looking to come in and try to shock the Unaka Rangers. Of course, the Unaka Rangers, under the head coach and leadership of Coach Kenneth Chambers, their standout player that everybody's going to have their eyes on, and they're going to have to find a way to stop him. And that, of course, is number 3, Michelle Shields. Michelle Shields, she comes back for her senior year. Of course, you're familiar with her. She started her first 2 years at Elizabeth, and then she transferred here to Unaka last year, and she has been nothing but fire, leading the team with averaging nearly 20 points last year. She comes into this matchup tonight with just under 22 points. She ranks as one of the top 10 scorers in the state of Tennessee. Of course, last year she was also in the hunt for Miss Basketball, Miss Tennessee Basketball, and she's one that you definitely got to watch. She's dangerous at the three-point line, but also she's great from the field. She shoots 47% from the field and close to 40% from the three-point line. And of course, she can get it done also on defense as well, but she's just that good all-around player that the Bulldogs are going to have to find a way to try to contain and control in this game. But it's not all Michelle Shields that gets it done. She has a plethora of players that have returned. They only lost one player, Laura Lund, last year, so they got a lot of experience. Of course, they got one of the post players, Miss Brooklyn Campbell. She's back, and she's the leading rebounder for the team, averaging nearly 8 rebounds per game. And of course, she can also get it done on the offensive side as well. She averages just under 7 points and 6.2 points per game. But another dangerous scorer for the Rangers is Callie Shepard. Callie Shepard averaging just under 10 points per game, averaging 2 assists. So she's able to distribute the ball as well as drop in some buckets as well. But like I said, points are well distributed by the Unaka Rangers. Also, you got to watch out for other contributors as well, as Caitlin Duggar averaging just over 4 points as well. And also Emma Douglas. Emma Douglas is averaging just 3 points. And you've got also other contributors like Kiana Hagee and Kayla Parker as well that are also averaging a couple of points per game. So we're excited, and I know you're out there excited. This is a packed house, as you can see. And down low, if we can get some low camera angles there, I believe we got Tony Dale working it down low, the camera angle. So you see the Lady Rangers there warming up just before the game. So packed house tonight. If you're not able to get any parking space or find a way to scoot in, that's okay. Just check us out right here online. Stay in your car, watch us online. If you're not able to get in, or better yet, you know, one of our sponsors is pizza. If you're not able to get in and you're already tuning in to us, go ahead, get a little carry-out pizza and pizza, take it home, and watch us online. If you can find a way to get in, you definitely want to get in to watch this game live. So, when we come back, we're going to break down the starting lineup that the announcers introduce them to you. So stay tuned. We'll be back for a BP playback. Carter County Games of the Week presented by Mitchell Productions.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years. So call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
The Player of the Week awards are brought to you by the Trophy Shop of Johnson City. This production is powered by the Network King Travel. Visit thenetworkkingtravel.com. Einsight Imaging. We don't just take pictures, we create memories. Pizza Inn in Elizabethton for dine-in, carry-out, and catering. The King Network. And Venture Productions TV for weddings, videography, advertising, DJ, MC, TV hosting, and more. Go to ventureproductions.tv. every Thursday night at 8 p.m. for an inside look at Happy Valley basketball. Head girls coach Rick Anderson and head boys coach Shane Williams break down last week's action, preview upcoming matchups, and share their highlights with host Chris Reddick. Catch all the excitement live from Blue Moose Burgers and Wings in Johnson City, Thursday at 8 p.m. Streaming on Facebook at Vitch Productions Media Services.
Gentlemen, welcome back. You can see they're bringing it in right now. We're just about a minute and a half from getting the game underway. First, you know, they're going to announce the starters for tonight. So we're getting ready to, after the music settles down here, we're going to return over to our announcer as they bring to you tonight's starting lineup.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This time, please rise. And gentlemen, the River Cats for presentation on the national anthem.
Keep it right here with the starting lineups.
And now we're starting out first for the Bulldogs. Number 20, Hannah Smith. Number 2, Bailey Matthews. Number 23, Hannah Taylor. Number 24, Gracie Eugenius. Number 30, Bailey Parks.
There you go. You have our starting lineups here tonight. Of course, two of the key players from each team. First for the Unaka Rangers, of course, all eyes are going to be on Michelle Shields trying to hold and stop her down. And, of course, a dangerous player for the Bulldogs is number 20, Hannah Smith. And here we go with the tip-off. And already Brooklyn Campbell. Rangers are on their way. Michelle Shields. Campbell found Michelle Shields down low and up and in for an easy two. Michelle Shields for two to give the Unaka Rangers a start here early in the game. come the Bulldogs with the answer. They can try to find a way to get in the hands of Hannah Smith. Ball gets blocked. And here come the Rangers, Michelle Shields. She's off and going. And she can't be stopped. She goes up and in for a layup. And Michelle Shields already with the first 4 buckets. And her early timeout has been called by Coach Humphrey. And they take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years. So call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
Covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you concerned?
And welcome back, and we do apologize for the absence of the audio in the last series there, as the Rangers lead 12-0 behind the work of Michelle Shields. She leads with 8. Bulldogs just haven't found a way to get a bucket yet here in the first quarter. Almost 5 minutes have gone by, and they've been denied each minute. We got the sound back. You get to hear an exciting crowd here tonight. We've got a full house of Bulldogs and Ranger fans. Hannah Smith takes the three up and nothing but net. Hannah Smith with her first three tonight. Score is 12-3 here. 5 minutes is about to drop as Michelle Shields drops a three but missed. Campbell there with the rebound. Another long three by Michelle Shields, and it's nothing but net for Miss Michelle Shields. And she's already in double digits here in the first quarter. 15 threes to score. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Lady Rangers are making their fans proud as they already are leading in the conference with one victory. Bulldogs still looking to find their first victory, but no discredit to them because this is actually their first conference game. So very important game tonight for both teams. Just missed. Kiana there trying to get the rebound. Bulldogs end up with it. Hannah Smith, here she comes. She takes off. She lets the pass go. So far tonight, the Bulldogs have had trouble getting a basket. Hannah Smith with the only bucket for the Bulldogs. She made a three just a little bit early. They find it inside. Takes a nice little jumper up and in. 4-2. And that's Hannah. For 2. Good offensive rebound there by the Rangers. They find Yana. She gets the putback in for 2. Up and in with the easy bucket is Hannah Smith. That gives it 4 for the night. Quick 2 by the Rangers. Hannah Smith takes it coast to coast but missed. Rebound by Callie. And they get in the hands of Shields. She takes the three, and it's up and nothing but net. Fire for Miss Michelle Shields. Bulldogs come with the answer. 3-point made by Hannah Baird, and now she has 5 for the night. Another 3 attempt missed. Rebound Bulldogs, and here they go. Michelle Shields being challenged up and in over Shields. Once again, Hannah's catching fire. She now has 7 for the Bulldogs. With 2 seconds left Someone's going to have to take the shot. No one's able to do it, and that's going to do it. 22-12 after one. Shields been the leader of all scores. We'll be right back with more VP Playback, Carter County's Game of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years, so call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
The Player of the Week awards are brought to you by the Trophy Shop of Johnson City. This production is powered by the Network King Travel. Visit thenetworkkingtravel.com. Hindsight Imaging. We don't just take pictures, we create memories. Pizza Inn in Elizabethton for dine-in, carry-out, and catering. The King Network. And Venture Productions TV for weddings, videography, advertising, DJ, MC, TV hosting, and more. Go to ventureproductions.tv.
Welcome back to the VP Playback, Carter County's Game of the Week, and you just missed beginning of the second quarter. Hannah Smith has hit a three. She has 5 for the Bulldogs. Leads now 22-15. 1 minute's already gone by here in the second quarter. Hannah Smith with the ball. She looks to try to strike. Started to get another 3 up. Back in the hands of Smith. Brooklyn Campbell playing tough defense on Hannah Smith. Smith's going to inbound the pants for the Bulldogs. Ball taken away. Shields has it. She lets it go. And Parker goes up and in and gets it blocked. Bulldogs. With the rebound. They get their hands in it. It's Hannah Smith as she dribbles down. Looking to bring her team back. She takes a long free. It's up and good as it rattles in. Hannah Smith with the 3 to help bring her team back in. Only now down by 4. And that's going to give Hannah 8 points. We'll be right back with more right after this.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years, so call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
The Player of the Week awards are brought to you by the Trophy Shop of Johnson City. This production is powered by the Network King Travel. Visit
And welcome back to the VP Player, Carter County Game of the Week, presented by Venture Productions TV. The score now 25-18. And once again, my apologies. Both times we've missed Callie Shepard make buckets while we're during the break. She hit a big-time 3 there for the Rangers for the lead. And here we are with 5:52 left. Speaking of Shepard, she's now with the ball as the trying to stop it. She's able to get rid of it. Put her hands in the shell. She stops, drops, takes a shot, in and out. Rebound Smith. And here come the Lady Bulldogs. They're trying to cut the lead as it's been extended back to 8. And in, and a possible and one with Hannah Smith. And if you want to get back in the game, that's the way to do it. And that's going to send Miss Hannah Smith on the line. And she now has 10. 25-20. She's looking to cut it to 4. Not able to complete the and one. And here come the Rangers. Brooklyn Campbell with the ball. Drives, takes it inside, runs it in, and 2 for Miss Brooklyn Campbell. She has 4 for the night. 27-20. 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Ball goes off Peyton Ramey. That's going to turn the ball over to the Rangers. Corner shot, long 3. Good. And that was Ariana Sutherland. And 3 makes it 30-20. Pressure put on by the Rangers and nearly taken away. That was Caitlin Duggan who almost had the steal for the Lady Rangers. As they now have extended to a 10-point lead with under 5 minutes to go. Nice pass, looked inside but missed. Rangers able to take it away, so that's another turnover by the Bulldogs. Long 3 for Shepard, in and out. Good rebound there for the Rangers. They swing it out to Shields. She takes a 3 from the corner, up, and doesn't get the friendly bounce. Somehow is able to bounce a few times and in for Miss Shields. And she just keeps racking up more points here in the second quarter. Smith with the 3, rumbles in and out, boards by Shepard. And once again, here it comes. Oh my goodness, she can't be stopped tonight. As she's put on a show, Miss Michelle Shields with another 3. She's hit about 3 or 4 threes in a row. Great defense there by Shepard, nearly taken away, but it goes out of bounds. Good effort there by the Rangers to catch the Bulldogs off guard. They now have a 16-point lead, 36-20, 3:16 left before the half. Smith thought about a 3. Looks, finds it down low, pushes it in, up, but missed. Rangers all over to try to get the boards, and it goes off the Bulldogs, so the Rangers will end up in. Shields has been unstoppable behind the 3-point line. She has 4 threes in a row to lead the Lady Rangers tonight. Once again, Shields takes another 3. Miss. Nice rebound and put back in by Miss Ariana Sutherland. I believe that gets her 5 for the night if my math's right. 38-20, 18-point lead. Smith and the Bulldogs trying to get back in this one. Long three by Hannah. Good effort there by Kiana to get the rebound. The jump ball is going to be called. Possession is going to maintain the home team, so the Rangers will have the ball with 2:16 left, 38-20. You can see Kiana there. Good effort there on the boards. Campbell seems to have to Parker. Parker tries to get Campbell down low. Campbell somehow is able to get the ball. Swings it out the corner. Position blows. Bucket's not going to count. Ball turns over to the Bulldogs. With the heavy defense. Just frustrating the Bulldogs all night. Another steal, Brooklyn Campbell. Here she comes. She drives to the basket, and she gets it. 1:36 left before the half. And that's going to send Miss Brooklyn Campbell to the line. Brooklyn already with 4 points tonight. She's the type of player that gets it done on both sides of the ball. First attempt up. Somehow gets a friendly roll around in for her first bucket on the line. Gives her 5 for the night. She can make this one. This will extend it to a 20-point lead. Before the half, she missed. And it goes, looks like off the foot of Parker, but somehow she's able to save it, gets it back in bounds as they all fight for it. Jump ball, and I believe this is going to now go to the Bulldogs. Here come the Lady Bulldogs. Somehow they got to find a way to get back in this one before the half. They're down by 19. Smith with the ball, swings it out the corner. Back to Smith. Stop, takes a jumper. Good. 2 for Hannah Smith. Runner miss. Kiana there to try to get the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds off the Bulldogs. Shields with the ball. Takes a long three and really makes a good hustle there by the Rangers. Little reach by Emma. Just under middle left, 48.2 before the half. Lady Rangers nearly at one point almost had a 20-point lead, had it 19 at the most. Bulldogs looking to keep working it. Long three attempt, hits the bank. Campbell with the rebound. And here come the Rangers with 28 seconds left before the half. Brooklyn Campbell drives this out with the runner, missed. Smith with the rebound, 20 seconds left. Expect the Bulldogs to probably take the last shot with 13 seconds left on the clock. Smith, being challenged, finds a way to get it inside. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. They're not going to let it go. A long three, and good! Just before the buzzer. Big time shot by the Bulldogs. That's Daisy Parks. We talked about her earlier as far as being dangerous at the three-point line. And she comes up at a big moment to cut the lead. Only now 39-25 for the Rangers. Tell you what, we're going to take a halftime break. We'll be right back with more VP Playback Carter County Games of the Week presented by Venture Productions TV.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need DNK Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, DNK Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years. So call or come visit DNK Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
The Player of the Week Awards are brought to you by the Trophy Shop of Johnson City. This production is powered by The Network King Travel. Visit thenetworkkingtravel.com. Hindsight Imaging. We don't just take pictures, we create memories. Pizza Inn in Elizabethton for dine-in, carry-out, and catering. The King Network. And Venture Productions TV for weddings, videography, advertising, DJ, MC, TV hosting, and more. Go to ventureproductions.tv. Halftime is brought to you by D&K Tax Service. For bookkeeping and income tax needs, call D&K Tax Service at 423-542-5393.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need DNK Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, DNK Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years, equipped with a friendly and highly skilled and certified staff, always ready to help you, whether as an individual, business, partnership, or if they treat you like family. So call or come visit DNK Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
This is the song you're looking for. Let her know something.
I felt like our wedding was so much fun. Chris with Venture Productions did our ceremony, but you know, the reception's what everyone else usually remembers.
Beyond my expectations, I must say Chris and Tony they made my night so much better because they played with the guests. They came the night before. Everyone felt home. I've never seen people dancing so much to this.
Party people, are you with me? We really know what's up. Are you ready to have some fun? Are you ready to turn it up? On the weekend, we go party. On the weekend, we have fun.
Chris and Tony, phenomenal. I give them a thumbs up.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Cook. One of the best decisions I made and one of the most important was my entertainment. That is why I went with Chris Riddick from Venture Productions. He made sure from start to finish that my guests had the best time. And to this day, they're still talking about it.
Come on, Francis. Give us a clip. There you go.
I am Frances Cottrell, and we have hired Chris Reddick with Venture Productions to be the DJ for a 50th anniversary party. And we have had so much fun, and there's been about 130 people here, and all through the night I have had numerous people come and tell me that the DJ is wonderful and he's playing all the songs they want to hear, and that is absolutely fantastic.
Tonight was amazing. My name's Austin, and the music was groovy, it was funky, it was fun. The whole night it was a great time, and I really enjoyed it. But you really hit the spot, and it was amazing.
Because there was so much going on the entire time. Because I told Chris I wanted everything with, you know, games and dancing and everything, and I felt like that's what I got.
Tara, 3, 2, 1, let it go!
the things that was on our list was a DJ.
All right.
Our wedding planner actually recommended Chris to us, so Terrence was 100% on board and said yes.
Because if y'all don't know by now, you're about to find something out.
The music was flawless.
Kick it!
Nothing could have been more perfect.
It was really good. It was fun, and I think everybody that came to our wedding has told us that it was really good, and you couldn't sit down. Like it was just always people were dancing the whole time, and it was all different types of music put together, for everybody, and everybody had fun.
The wedding was awesome. Everybody was involved. The DJ was engaged the whole time and kept everybody up on their feet, so nobody just sat around. And overall, it was just a fantastic night. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Just like to say how great a job that Chris did at my daughter's wedding.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new Mr. and Mrs. Maxie, give a big round of applause.
They kept everything energized. They kept everything moving. It was organized. I think everyone just had a great time. And a lot of that stems from the DJ work.
Chris made our night so special. He did a great job with the music and kept everything going. It was such a fun flow and just a fabulous night.
I would recommend Chris with Venture Productions because he really is a fun DJ. He is an actual good DJ.
I just want to thank Chris and Venture Productions for an awesome night. They do a great job. I recommend them to anybody. Thank you so much.
I would recommend Chris Reddick to everyone I single know. I mean, really and truly, he's been wonderful for a DJ. He has played everything we have liked, and all of our friends have enjoyed it. It's been wonderful. Thank you.
I feel like Chris is very professional with all of his clients that he works for, and he gave me a day that I'll always remember.
Oh, there it is!
It's the moment you've been waiting all your life. It's your wedding day. Yeah.
Venture Productions is thebomb.com. They're amazing, fun, and funky.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Join us every Thursday night at 8 p.m. for an inside look at Happy Valley basketball. Head girls coach Rick Anderson and head boys coach Shane Williams break down last week's action, preview upcoming matchups, and share their highlights with host Chris Reddick. Catch all the excitement live from Blue Moose Burgers and Wings in Johnson City, Thursday at 8 p.m. Streaming on Facebook at Venture Productions Media Services.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the BP Playback Carter County Games of the Week presented by Venture Productions TV. Leading scorers for the Bulldogs, Hannah Smith with 14. And for the Rangers, Michelle Shields already has the 20 pieces. She's looking to go for more. She just missed a shot there. And the putback attempt Blocked. Bulldogs now with the ball. The deny defense there by the Rangers has been frustrating the Bulldogs all night. 39-25 here in the beginning of the third quarter. Bulldogs hitting the big-time lead just before the half to try to get back into this one. As Hannah Smith is able to get the offensive rebound, she brings it out to the top of the key. Into the hands of Daisy. Daisy swings it out by the hands of Clark. She looks inside to swing it out. Drive it inside. Ball taken away by Shields. And here come the Lady Rangers. With a minute already gone by, no one scored at this point. Brooklyn Campbell swings it to the corner. Shepard takes a three. Miss. Campbell with the rebound. Put back up and rolls away. Bulldogs with the rebound, but they fight for it. Campbell tries to put the trap on, but the Bulldogs never get in the hands of Daisy. And here come the Bulldogs. Looking to find it inside. Nice power move up the layup. But missed, and Campbell with the rebound. She's been all over the boards. She looks to take it coast to coast. She gets a little push, and she gets fouled, and she goes up for the layup. And that's going to send Campbell to the line. Brooklyn Campbell, 5 points for the night. Getting it done on offense and defense with those boards. She's 1 for 1 tonight on the line. She gets a nice essentially roll in for the first shot. Gives her 6. Or excuse me. Yes, 6. Second attempt. Good. 2 for 2 in that series. Long pass taken away by Campbell. Shepard with the ball, takes it in with the left, drives inside, up and in. Or excuse me, Sutherland. I apologize. Sutherland for 2. Steps out of bounds. That's with a little slip and slide there. That's the Network King Travel Agency travel call there on the Bulldogs. Shields makes a move, goes inside. Gets knocked out of bounds. Off of Shields. Unaka Rangers able to keep the ball back in the hands of Michelle. She takes a long 3 up and rolls in and out. Smith takes off with the ball. Nice rebound there by the Bulldogs, and the putback up and in for 2 for Hannah, and that's going to give her 7. Oh, and the Shields with the answer with that quick. Shields with 22. Smith takes a 3, and she gets fouled. Possible 4-point play for Miss Hannah Smith. So that's going to send Hannah to the line. It's going to give her 17 for the night. Bulldogs slowly looking to cut the lead as Hannah completes the 4-point play to give her 18 points for the night. We have had a battle tonight between Shields and Smith. Shields stop, drop, takes a shot, and rolls away, but she's able to get the rebound. She's got range, but she decides to dribble drive inside. Nice pass inside, up and in for 2. Nice pass to Caitlin Duggar, and Caitlin gets 2 for it. Makes it 48-31. Daisy now with the ball, swings it out, nearly taken away by Campbell. Good offensive rebound by the Bulldogs. They decide to take a three. Somehow it goes off the Bulldogs. The Rangers end up with the possession. A couple of players coming in for the Bulldog. Randy being one of them, Peyton coming in. Gracie Jenkins in. Smith for Shields. Good ball movement, swings it to the outside. Bucket is good. Callie Shepard for three. (51-31). There we go. 20-point lead for the Rangers. 4:16 left in the third quarter. And as soon as the Bulldogs try to sneak back into it, the Rangers are there to extend the lead. And Smith takes a long three, but missed. Shields with the rebound, and here come the Rangers. As the whistle blows. Foul call. That's going to be on the floor. Rangers keep possession. Shields makes a nice move, dribble drives inside, up, and just rolls away. Bulldogs looking to get the answers. Drops, shoots. Campbell works hard to try to get the rebound, and off the foot, goes out of bounds, and the Bulldogs able to get the... Smith to do the honors for the inbound pass for the Bulldogs, as they're down by 20 in the third quarter. They're going to make a move. They got to make them fast to get back in position. 3:32 left. Smith looking to find a little bit of space, stops, drops, takes a shot, misses. Campbell with the rebound. And she's looking to take it coast to coast. Nice penetration move going inside. Campbell there almost able to save it. Good move by Ariana Sutherland, but wasn't able to finish. No timeout for a shoe tie. Coach Dwayne Humphrey said, "You come on out, tie your shoe, make sure you get shoe tied before playing the rest of the game." Bulldogs with the ball as they inbound the pass. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Bulldogs got to find a way to get back in this one quickly as we're down 20. Smith with the ball. No room to go for Hannah as she gets it nearly ripped away, but the Bulldogs able to keep it. Foul call down low. Shot, they decided to take a long three. The bank is open after 4:30 as it's good. 34 points for the Bulldogs. They're trying to climb back in. This one, here comes. Nice dish from Shields to Kiana for two. Kiana has 8 of these. Good. Nothing but net for Hannah. Timeout call. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with more right after this.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years. So call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
The Player of the Week awards are brought to you by the Trophy Shop of Johnson City.
Welcome back to the VP Pildack Carter County Games of the Week presented by Adventure Productions TV. Bulldogs trying to climb their way back in the game with under 2 minutes left. Shields nails the ball to the Rangers and takes the three. Just a little short as it hits the front of the rim. Sideline trying to put this team back in the race and try to make it anywhere close before the fourth quarter as just a minute 25 goes by. And up and in for the and one. Incredible play there by Hannah. That's going to send her to the line. Just a sophomore for the Bulldogs. She's, if not, should be in double digits at this point. Looks like I got her down for 12. As they cut the lead to just 14. Could make it 13 if she tops it off, but not able to. Brooklyn Campbell with the rebound. She's had a lot of those tonight. Shields drives inside, miss. From the Bulldogs looking to cut the lead. They can somehow cut it within 10 before fourth quarter. We're going to have an exciting rebound. Rangers at the minute point. Coming hard to the basket with the left as she gets fouled. Up and in. Will they count it? Great move of Ari Sutherland. She's getting close to double digits. That's right on the board. I've got 9 points for Ari Sutherland at this point. Ari has been in she completes the three-point play. Give her 10 for the night. Under 1 minute, 56-39. Drives hard to the basket. She gets fouled. It's going to send her to the line with 45.9 seconds in the third. Do not count the Lady Bulldogs out. We still got one full quarter to go. As you can see, Smith and the crew are trying to inch their way back into this one. They just can't go away. The lead's been as big as 20 points at one time, but somehow Coach Humphreys has had his team crawl their way back into it to make it still reasonable to try to steal one from the Rangers before the night's over. Smith, second attempt, good. 16-point lead for the Rangers. 41 seconds left. Wide open shot. Nothing but net. That's Rebecca Lloyd for three. Her first three for the night. Nice little spin move by Smith. Not able to complete it, though, and she gets fouled. That's going to send her back on the line. 59-40. Once again, it extended to 19 points, but Smith is trying to cut the lead back. Could break it to 17 after that one. She makes her first shot. Second attempt for Smith. 2 for 2. .4 seconds, but 59-42. Bulldogs just will not go away. This is the kind of game you want to see when it comes to big-time Carter County rivalry. Bulldogs able to force a turnover. 22 seconds, like I said, they're not going to go away easily. 20 seconds. Possibly the Bulldogs may hold for the last shot. Shot gets blocked. 4 seconds to go. 3, 2. They're going to have to let it go. 0.5 left on the clock. Is it even going to be possible to get a shot off once they get it in? Bulldogs, like I said, not going away, but somehow they make a miraculous shot here with just 0.5 seconds left. There she goes, but it's going to be way short, and that's going to do it after the end of 3. The Rangers with a 59-42 lead. We'll be right back with more VP Playback Carter County Games of the Week presented by Venture Productions TV.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years. So call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth quarter. Shields with the rebound. So we're underway here in the fourth quarter. 30 seconds have gone by. They have scored. Comfortable lead at this point for the Rangers, 59-42. Smith with the ball. Bulldogs now get a long 3-shot. Shields in control with the ball for the Rangers. Campbell Dribbles it out, looks to try to push it back inside, goes off her foot and rolls out of bounds, and that's going to turn the ball over to the Bulldogs. We've already lost the midi here in the fourth quarter. The score has stayed frozen, 59-42. Bulldogs still got time to get back into this one. Smith takes a three from the corner, bounces up and high. Bulldogs able to get a rebound to put back, missed. Shields with the rebound. Because Michelle Shields, nice little move inside, gets it blocked. Campbell able to rescue it. Swings it out. Long three, and it rattles in for Callie Shepard for three. That's going to give her 8 points. She averages 9 per game. Smith being challenged by Shields. Nice pass inside. Foul call. Crowd's yelling all ball. Foul's called. That's going to send Bailey Matthews to the line for two. First shot. I think that's Bailey's first bucket for the night. Second attempt, good. 2 for 2. Bailey Matthews. (62-44), 5:46 left in this one. No rush for the Rangers as they still hold on to a comfortable lead, but you cannot count out the Bulldogs. Long three by Campbell, missed. The putback by Shepard, missed. And Bulldogs with the rebound, and here they go. On their ways. With 5:30 left. Nice little spin move, puts it in the hands of Smith. Smith gets a dribble up. And here comes Daisy, goes up and in. 4. They wave it off. They call the foul. Oh, on Daisy with the charge. So what thought to be a nice, incredible move and a possible and one turns into a charge. Michelle Shields, she's got range, takes a long three, nothing for a net. Michelle Shields for the big time three here in the fourth quarter. It's hard to keep up with as many threes as she's drained tonight. (55-44). 21-point lead after that big-time three by Michelle. Biggest lead of the night for the Rangers with 4:46 left. Smith works it inside the paint, gets back out, swings it out. That's big time play with the nice spin move from Haddock to send her on the line for a possible and one. Just a sophomore, she's already in double digits tonight. Bulldogs thought they had the offensive rebound, gets to take it away. Here comes Brooklyn Campbell and the Rangers. Brooklyn picks a dribble up, sends it to the outside, long three. Just fight for it. And they're going to call jump ball. Possession goes to the Rangers. Timeout. They take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years. So call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
And welcome back to the VP Playback Carter County Games of the Week presented by Venture Productions TV. After the timeout, we've got 4:09 left here in the fourth quarter. The Lady Rangers have the biggest lead of the night, being led by Miss Michelle Shields. She's put up a lot of threes. So many threes beginning to rain here inside the gymnasium as the Lady Rangers are looking to try to hold on to a lead to go 2-0 in the conference. Nice move, penetrating inside, and Shields goes up and in for two. Michelle Shields extends the lead to 23. (67-46). Jump ball possession goes to Bulldogs. 3:50 left in this one, as the Rangers are trying to close out a big-time win. This is a huge rival and a very important game because it is a conference game since the Bulldogs have now dropped to single A. Taken away by the Rangers. Caitlin Duggar with the steal, puts in the hand of Shields. She drives inside to the paint and up and in for two. Shields looking to add the lead. She's trying to go for a 30-piece here tonight to her home gymnasium. 3:20 left, 69-46. Huge lead now as Smith tries to come for the answer. And she does with a long three for Smith. That puts her past the 20 mark. 3:09 left, back down to a 20-point lead for the Rangers. Bulldogs just not giving up. Nice pass inside, works it in, miss. And here comes Hannah, the Bulldogs. Under 3 minutes. Smith now with the ball at the top of the key. Bulldogs are going to have to work quickly if they want to try to find any chance to get back in it. That's going to stay with blue. Shields and a few starters come out for the Rangers. As Coach Chambers is feeling pretty good about this lead. 20-point lead at 2:19 left in this one. Shots up, and it's good. 3-point shot by Miss Hannah Smith. Breaks it back down to 17. And like I said, you cannot count out the Bulldogs. As long as you have time on the clock, Coach Dwayne Humphrey is going to find a way to get his Bulldogs back into this one. We're going to keep it right here as we're at the 2-minute mark. As we're being entertained by the Bulldog cheerleaders. Still leading scorers for the Rangers, of course, Michelle Shields with a ton of threes, along with a few twos. Perfect on the line tonight for Shields. Also another outstanding game for Brooklyn Campbell, as well as Callie Shepard and Ariana Sutherland for the Rangers. Hannah Smith leading for the Bulldogs, as well as the other Hannah, just a sophomore. She's got 14. As you can see, Shields didn't take about a 30-second break, and she's back in the game with under 2 minutes to go. No way Coach Chambers going to let the Bulldogs take one away from them. 148 puts them down on the clock. Smith thought about a long three, dribble drives inside, stops, drops, takes a shot, and then gets her own rebound, puts it back in for two. Hannah Smith with a ton of points tonight, and 134 on the clock keeps ticking. 69-54 as Shields gets fouled. That's going to stop the clock. New players entering the game for both teams. Michelle Shields. She's out to Shepard. She missed. With 1:20 left, Bulldogs still playing until the clock runs down. 69-54. Bulldogs not giving up. Coming up immediately after this game, what we're going to do, we're going to shut down, give you a whole new live stream to present to you the Unaka Hampton boys game to follow right after the girls. So as they take a timeout, what we're going to do, we're going to keep it right here. And we want to thank our sponsors tonight. Of course, we want to thank D&K Tax Services. Hey, if you need to get your taxes done, it's the right time to do it. D&K Tax Services is the right business to contact, as it is tax season. We can try to get a good tax return from D&K Tax Services. Of course, insurance is what we all need. Life insurance, home insurance, car insurance. Dennis McKesson State Farm Insurance in Johnson City is who you need to call to take care of all your insurance needs. And of course, we want to thank our Pizza Inn, which, by the way, we've got to announce our Pizza Inn player of the game. So Pizza Inn always takes great care of the crew each and every game. As the Rangers still adding more points with just 39 seconds left. That was Rebecca with two more. I believe she has 5 for the night. As the clock keeps it away. Of course, our Pizza Inn play of the game, we just mentioned that. We need to go ahead and mention who that is. Our Pizza Inn play of the game. That sponsorship, of course, is from Eric and the crew at Pizza Inn. So let's go ahead and announce it with 21.2 seconds left. And we comfortably can say that Michelle Shields is our Pizza Inn player of the game tonight. She's put up, I can't even count as many threes as she's put up. Ton of threes tonight, ton of points, getting it done, both sides of the court. Excellent game. As the Bulldogs put up the last shot, and that's going to do it. As the Lady Rangers walk out of here with a big victory over their Carter County rival Bulldogs. They take home. Well, not take home, they are home. They keep it 73. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, our Pizza Inn player of the game is Michelle Shields. So congratulations to Michelle Shields for being our Pizza Inn player of the game. Right after the break, we're going to shut down and bring you a whole new live stream as we're going to present to you the boys game that's coming up. So we're going to break down this live stream and bring you a whole new live stream. So don't go away from Pitch Production TV media services. Once this shuts down, we're going to start a whole new live stream and bring you another great matchup between Unaka and Hampton right after this.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years. So call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
The Player of the Week Awards are brought to you by the Trophy Shop of Johnson City. This production is powered by the Network King Travel. Visit thenetworkkingtravel.com. Hindsight Imaging. We don't just take pictures, we create memories. Pizza Inn in Elizabethton for dine-in, carry-out, and catering. The King Network. And Venture Productions TV for weddings, videography, advertising, DJ, MC, TV hosting, and more. Go to ventureproductions.tv.